Yo, what's up GameLeapers? Coach X back again, and I tell you what, we have a sick video in store for you today. So this preseason has mostly been about tier lists and items, so I thought I'd treat you all to gameplay of the best player in the world right now, Tyler 1. Of course it's not Tyler 1, I'm joking, but seriously guys, I've taken a bit of time to go through games of T1's Guma Yusi, and you're probably thinking, what the hell is a Guma Yusi? Well, it's actually a League of Legends player, and he is currently rank 1 on the Korean ladder with over 1600 LP. And yes, some of the clips we're about to go through are massive. I can't go a video without saying massive anymore, I apologize. But hey, I'm going to give you guys some essential tips that, well, if you want to get to the same level as this dude, you are going to have to pin those ears back and get ready, because if you don't, you're going to miss out big time. Seeing as I said Mr. Guma Yusi is the best player, hopefully I'm not butchering that too much, is the best player going around at the moment, I want to know your guys' opinion. Who do you think is the top dog? It might be Faker, it might be Doper, it might be Kadeem. Give us your shout down below. Now one more thing before we get into the meat of the sandwich, guys. If you have a desire to get better at this game, if you want to make the most out of your time on the Rift, then at the end of this video, check out our amazing website, GameLeap.com. We have courses, guides, videos, hundreds of them on micro, macro, mental, everything it takes to become the best, we have it. So join thousands of others and get moving. Links as always in the description and comment section. Alright, let's get into it straight away, guys, and I'm going to play this clip and I want you to guess what I'm going to talk about. Now, what did you notice? Guma Yusi is playing Kaiser, of course, and what did he do here? He dodged the Ginger's body slam, and guys, reaction-wise, yes, it's very good, but do you know what makes this really possible? It's the fact that Guma Yusi is aware of that enemy ability, and this is tip number 1, eyes on the prize. And this doesn't just apply to ADC alone, guys, you can apply this knowledge if you like to every role and every champion. I caught you out, didn't I? Now, why would I show a clip of the rank 1 player dying? Let's watch it again, guys. Gragas and his body slam is the prize. If you dodge it, you're sweet. If you get hit by it, GGWP. So as Gragas starts his body slam animation, Guma Yusi should react how? What should he do? He should flash, that's it. Now here's the thing, it's easy for us to sit back and watch these clips back in hindsight, but this clip right here shows us why it's so difficult to be great at this game. You have to make split decisions so quickly and on the fly, and I mean even the rank 1 player gets caught out as well. Let me clarify this eyes on the prize principle a little bit more. When I say the prize as well, I'm not referring to the enemy champion or champions, but more specifically their abilities. These are the center of your attention and dictate how you play these micro situations, because it's quite simple, guys. If Guma Yusi doesn't have his eyes on the prize, then he dies. Exactly the same applies to you, and you might even do this a few times. You might dodge or evade a Nautilus hook or a Blitzcrank pull, but you don't do it consistently enough. Otherwise, you would be #1. Sorry, that sounded a little toxic, but guys, watch this clip for me. I want you to tell me what the prize is in this situation. So I'm after an ability. Did you spot it? Now, if you don't, rewatch it because it's important you get it. So the prize in this case is Pantheon's W, which is a stun, and well done if you got it. And this cooldown, this prize, conditions how Guma Yusi plays Samira. It dictates when he uses his E, when he uses his W and summoner spells, and watch what happens when Pantheon uses his W. All of a sudden, the whole lane has changed, and this is one reason why he is rank 1. He knows what the prize is and pays close attention to it. Another cheeky tip here is to show a bit of patience as well. Rarely do you want to commit to a play or kill if this prize is still on the table, because the table can turn very quickly. That was actually pretty good for me, not bad. Now another one for you guys, because I want to help you that much. If you're laning or team fighting and you have your head pressed against the screen and your only focus is on your character, not only are you a lunatic, you will also not climb. Now this might sound weird, like Coach Cheese, aren't you meant to pay attention to yourself? Well, of course you are, but are you the only champion in the game? Think about this lane for example. In terms of abilities, there are 16 of them at level 6. You are in control of 4 of them, that's it. So do you think it's important based on that information to take them into consideration? If you answered no, then you have officially lost the plot. But hey, I'm going to show you guys another example to help you out. Now when I say Yasuo and Sejuani, what are the prizes? Now hopefully you answered Yasuo's Tornado and Sejuani's Knock Up and Ultimate. If so, good job, we're getting somewhere. You could also say Yasuo's Ultimate as well. Now you'll see in this clip and in later ones from this exact game, Guma Yusi plays around these cooldowns, these prizes, because they make or break his impact. He keeps his distance from the Yasuo, and when Sejuani suddenly appears on screen, he moves up and away from Rakan so he doesn't cop one to the head. This is all possible because his eyes are on all the prizes, and if you do this even to a small extent in your games, guys, I guarantee you will win laning game over and over again. Isn't that right, Guma Yusi?
씨. 라칸 공 쳐서 망했네. 뭐해? 아니 뭐해? 아무것도 안 해. 야.
See? Alright, so another essential skill that Guma Yusi has in buckets that very few others have is he knows his green light, guys, and let's watch this clip so you know what I mean. When Camille uses her E and Yasuo doesn't have his tornado, remember these are the two prizes, what is stopping Guma Yusi from dealing as much damage as possible? Nothing, that's it. Now the key message here is that when you're in lane or fighting, each champion has a resource jar if you like. And what I mean is this, it sounds a little whack, I know, just stay with me. Each champion has abilities, obviously, and some of these abilities, as we've already talked about, are a lot more important than others. So what happens when these abilities are on cooldown? Well, the jar is empty. They are out of resources. It's like a car without fuel. Now, if anyone mentions something about an electric car, by the way, there will be consequences. If I pause it here, is there anything in Kai'Sa's kit, in her resource jar, that stops Guma Yusi from having the green light and killing her? No, right? Because there's no CC and because it's 5 item vein as well, she dies in 3 auto attacks. Now this situation would be different if Kai'Sa had a teammate close to her, another resource jar. Do you guys like this type of imagery, by the way, or not? I am curious, so let me know down below. So pay close attention to these prizes and jars, guys. It is 100% set in stone you will become a 10 times better player and win 10 times more games. Now, before sending it with our next tip, GameLeapers, friendly reminder to leave a like to let us know you enjoy these types of videos. Make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications as well so you don't miss any of our daily uploads. And one last friendly reminder to pay our awesome website, GameLeap.com, a visit at the end of our Rank 1 analysis. If you think this is good, wait until you unlock our site's exclusive challenger content. You will not find better, so head on over there. Okay, so moving on to tip number 3, and this one is a banger, flashing on the brink. Now I want you guys to watch this clip and tell me in the comments when you would have flashed if you were Guma Yusi. In this entire clip, he doesn't flash. And this is after J4 tried to engage onto him and when they turret dive the enemy bot lane. He keeps it the whole time. He keeps it until the brink, and guys, sometimes the brink doesn't even come to us. Now, how many of you played a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh back in the day? Maybe you still do, in mad respect, and what I'm getting at here is that there were trap cards, right? So when your opponent's monsters attacked your own, you could activate a trap card that would repel that attack or inhibit or even kill the monster having a lunge. Now think of your flash in the same way. It's a trap card, and it is best timed on the brink of death as late as possible because you bait that enemy into overextending and overcommitting. Essentially, flash when you need to. If the only way of getting a kill is to flash, go for it. If the only way of surviving is to flash, use it. Let's watch this clip together. J4 has a cheeky dig at Guma Yusi and he dishes out some damage to Thresh and then he gets hit by Orianna's ultimate. Now should he have flashed this? You could definitely argue he should have, but there isn't follow-up. Orianna doesn't have a death cap at level 6, so getting hit by a shockwave isn't the end of the world. You know what is though? Getting knocked up by Jarvan. That's the combo we're using our trap card for, and watch what happens as a result. He does him like a kipper. Now, if he used his flash earlier when he didn't need to activate that trap card, he dies for sure here. And instead of surviving both occasions and being 105 like he is, he'd probably be like 024, and there's a big difference. Now, I've got another clip for you, and let's apply the first tip we talked about here as well. Eyes on the prize. So tell me what's the prize in this 1v1. Now, Camille's hook shot, her E. Perfect, that's the prize. So the key to this fight is evading it, and Guma Yusi can either condemn Camille when she throws out her E, or flash to reel her in even more. Now after what we've already outlined, which is better? Condemning the Camille against the wall when she E's is a legit option, but you might push her away, and timing it is very hard. Now the better and best way of going about it is activating that trap card on the brink of death. I want a quick thank you to Mr. Guma Yusi for backing me up in these clips. Now, if you're paying attention, guys, there's no reason you won't be laughing like Rank 1 himself after this. Let me show you one more clip of him playing Vayne. Now, can you spot the similarities between these 3 clips? What have been the consistent themes? He flashes the enemy prizes, remember these key abilities, and when does he do that? When he's low on HP, very good, because it draws them into his team, and after those key cooldowns are waiting to come back up, the enemy team cannot do anything but accept a world of pain, the green light. So it's interesting in these clips how all the tips come into play, and this is what makes League so difficult, but so rewarding. You have to be good at everything to be the best out of everyone, and the 3 tips we've gone through with you today, guys, I assure you, if you apply them, you will shoot up the ranks and take Season 11 by storm. Guys, thanks so much for watching. This has been Coach Cheese, and until tomorrow's video, peace.